Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hacking nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Siege Netflix Sparkless bot. And yeah, this is from the Netflix subline from the Siege toy line. Actually, more of the Warfare Cybertron trilogy in whole, because they had toys from all three stages of the Warfare Cybertron trilogy. But this is the Sparkless bot. It is a remold of Prowl from Siege, and it is a zombie transformer. And if you're not okay with that, I'm not okay with you. So there was a scene. I have not seen the Netflix series because I just don't have the patience anymore to sit down and watch entire seasons of shows. But there was a scene from it, I've been told, called the Sea of Rust, where it was like a place where like dead Transformers were, and they would come to life and be these sparkless robots that would, be like, sparks, or something like that. And I saw this guy being announced, and I'm like, yeah, I got to get me some Sparkless bot in my life. There is a Sparkless Seeker. I do have that. Don't know if I'm going to review it or not, because honestly, it's a pain in the butt, and I'm not really the biggest fan of it. But this guy in particular is really great. Fantastic paint apps, first of all. I don't know how well you can see, but he is covered in rust. This really nice paint wash. I'm pretty sure that what they did was do like a copper paint and then do a dry brushing of black, which is where you wipe off most of the paint off of a brush and then just kind of drag it across the figure. But I will give you the quick look at the noggin, the customary noggin look. And here, I'll just take the gun off so you can get it just a little bit better. It's Prowl's head, but it's all rusted and just it looks really dead. Like, they did a really good job making this figure look dead. This looks like something that has been rotting for years, and just like, again, just like sparks, that sort of zombie thing. So we'll go ahead and get into not transformation. We'll show you the gun real quick. Now, I think the original Prowl mold came with 2 of these. Don't quote me on that, but mine only came with 1, or this only came with 1. At least I think. I think it only came with 1. Maybe I lost another one. I don't know, but this is the gun, and it can either go in his hand or shoulder mounted, like so. Now we'll go ahead and get into posability. Just pull this a little bit. Head is on a ball joint, can do all the wiggly wagglies and go 360. Arms go 360 as well on a hinge and swivel. You can push the door wings back so that you can get a full range of movement for that, or movement of that. Swivel here, and a bend at the elbow. Some wrist articulation. He does have a waist swivel that can go all the way around. Legs can kick back that far and forward, and bend at the knee. And he does have some toe articulation, but this is more or less for transformation, and some back heels as well. But again, transformation joints pretty much. So he's decently posable. Yeah, no complaints there. This is a darn good robot mode. Prowl was a really good figure. Wasn't able to find an original Prowl, Siege Prowl, because I lived in Florida at the time. God, I don't know what it is about distribution in Florida and even here in Maryland, but I never find figures sometimes. or I find them months after they were supposed to go off the shelves. But I was able to find him, and I'm just glad I have a version of this mold. And honestly, I'm kind of glad it's the zombie version. So we'll go into transformation. We'll just pull that little gun off. First thing, then we will take this section. We will stretch it all the way out. We're going to take this panel and close it in. Then we'll take what was the stomach and fold that in. Then we will fold that down as such. Then we will come to the legs, fold in the heels, and connect the legs. Actually, fold these in and then connect the legs. I said connect the legs. Thank you. Then we'll turn this around. Then we'll come to the arms. We're going to fold them in like so, and then just slot them in and they will clip in. Same on the other side, like so. Then we will take this whole leg assembly and just squeeze that in, and it'll sort of just hook under the rest of the car like so. Then we will take the doors. There's a tab here, or a hole here, peg there, and we'll just slot that in. Just sort of finagle it so that you can get it in on both sides. And there you go. Oh, the door does like to open. There you go. There you have your Sparkless bot in its vehicle mode. And it's a great vehicle mode. You can really see the rust deco on this, especially on the hood. This just looks really, really cool. I love the deco of just this rusted over, lifeless, other than just, you know, reanimation or whatever would cause the Sparkless bots to rise up. Just looks great. It's a great vehicle mode, and it holds together fairly well. I mean, you do have just the head kind of chilling out on the bottom. But again, this was a Cybertronian mode, so I'm more lenient on Cybertronian modes with things like visible heads, just because these were not meant to be robots in disguise. They were just basically fast travel mode. So I'm willing to give it a little bit more liberty when it comes to the kibbles and bits. Then you can take the gun and peg it in like that for some rolling weapon action. And of course it does roll, as all rolling things should. So go back to robo mode and I'll give you my final thoughts on the figure. We'll just pull off the gun. Then we will open the doors on each side, like so. Sometimes the doors do like to pop off, but those will just pop right back on. Then we'll take the legs, unpeg them, and stretch them all the way out. And we will raise the camera just a hair. Take the legs, fold down the feet, and fold down the heels. Or actually unpeg these first and then fold down the heels. Like such. Just make sure everything is stuck together. Then we will just turn this all the way around. Come to the top, unpeg the arms and fold them out to the sides. Then we will fold this section out, fold out the stomach, fold this panel down, and then just fold the chest over and it will peg into place. Then we can just straighten out the arms. And there you go. There you have the Sparkless bot back in his robot fit. Did I have it on this side? I think I had it on this side, actually. Back in his robot mode. And yeah, this is a good figure. Definitely pick up a version of Prowl. I definitely recommend this version over the regular one because I'm just a fan of zombies. I like zombies. So you take zombies and you take Transformers, which I'm also a big fan of, and you mash them together. and it just kind of works for me. Like, can we get a comic of Transformer zombies? We've got Marvel zombies. Let's get Transformer zombies and a whole line of undead Transformers. I would flip for a line of evil zombie Transformers. But yeah, there you go. Great figure, high recommendation. So I am asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. And remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time. Sparks.